Because also of my arrogance, hindi ko masabi na, hindi ko masabi na Charo. Hindi ko kasi masabi because, you know, we never stop learning. Every project, you learn so much.
May chance pa na you can make a comeback, you do a comeback with your opus. Is it something that we should be looking forward to very soon?
Oo. Dal-dal ko.
Okay lang. Alam mo, dami mo mga stories na hindi ko alam. Mga talagang, I'm sure lahat mga nanonood ngayon, magugulat sila, ganun pala, nag-umpisa si Inang. Pero Inang, sunod-sunod yung mga hits mo ha. Talagang kaya pala ikaw ay talaga yung naging head ng Star Cinema. You became talagang one of the most sought-after directors after MMK the movie, Sana Maulit Muli, Lea Salonga, Aga Mulak. Next kay Madrasta, Sharon Cuneta, Christopher De Leon. Grabe yon. Critically acclaimed, commercially tiba sa box office. Ano yung ano doon, yung ano mo dyan sa Madrasta, ano yung mga magandang experience mo while doing that movie? Megastar Sharon Cuneta, Christopher De Leon, and sabi nga nila that was based sa story ni Charo, di ba?
Not only Charo's story, which makes it really very special. Not only Charo's story, but ang dami kong in-interview na Madrasta for that.
Stepmother.
For that, oo. Tapos, and it was also a different experience for me because I was going to work with Sharon Cuneta this time as an actress, this time as a director. Eh, hinawakan ko siya as executive producer of the Sharon Cuneta Show for 6 years. 6 years. So, ako si Mami O, ako si Inang, di ba? So, ngayon, magkaharap kami, actor-director. So, sobrang bagong-bago sa akin yun. Bago't ginawa yun, Sinamalu were already telling me na you have to watch the movies of Sharon. Nakita ko kasi parang isa lang yun. Sabi ko, no, I don't wanna watch. Hindi ko pa nonoorin. Kasi ayokong ma-influence ako ng acting niya. Yun. So, I'm looking at this character, I'm seeing Sharon, she needs to be this character. So, hindi ako nanood ng mga pelikula niya. Tapos, meticulosa ako kasi na direktor. OC, parang perfectionist. So, ang tagal, aaralin ko anong angulo ng mukha mo, etc., etc. Pero lahat naman niyang pagka-meticulosa ko, natutunan ko rin sa mga direktor na nakatrabaho ko. No, sina Direk Lino, sina Direk Ishma. Ang meticuloso rin nila. So, yun. So, naalala ko talagang dalawang sequences lang ako a day.
Wow.
Yeah. Minsan hindi ko pa nasasara.
Over budget ka na noon.
Sobra. So yun. And then, but eventually, she was seeing kasi, parang una, parang palagi sila nagbubulungan ni Naboyet.
Ang tagal.
Grabe naman ito, grabe naman. Ano ba ito? Ano pa bang hinahanap niya? Pati si Tita Nida Blanca, parang 13 takes na si Sharon. Ano pa bang hinahanap ng director na to? So yun.
At saka at that time, mention lang natin talagang pelikula, di ba? Film, hindi naman digital. Ilang lata ang inubos mo direct.
At magkano ang isang lata, di ba?
Correct.
So yun. But I wanted her to be the character. I did not want to see Sharon. Yun. So, kaya ilang takes. And ako talaga yung kailangan kong makita at maramdaman sa mata. Pag hindi ko nararamdaman sa mata, kukol ko talaga another take.
How about Boyet?
Si Boyet, I'll never forget. Si Sharon muna tapusin ko. Kasi, there was a time na umiyak na siya.
Sa pagod?
Sa pagod. Kasi we will be shooting from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. of the following day.
Wala
so
pang
anyway,
cut-off noon.
Tapos sabi niya, my God, saan ganon. Ngayon lang ako nakapagtrabaho ng ganito kapagod. So yun. But at the time, may monitor na kami. Nakikita niya sa monitor kung gaano siya kagaling. Nakikita niya that she's different.
Underacting siya dun if I may say.
Nakikita niya na maganda siya. Maganda siya. Angulo.
Flawless.
Tsaka pag kunyari medyo makita-kita ang taba, ganta ko ng konti. Tapos, kunyari may eksena siya doon, tatakbo siya pababa ng hagdanan, cut! Nakamotivate. Cut! Sabi niya,
bitin.
What? Sabi niya talagang, what? Tapos sabi ko gano'n. Tapos umakyat ako, halika, tinakbo ko siya sa taas. Sabi ko, ang taba mo kasi pag bumatakbo kang pababa. Sabi ko, tumakbo ka ng 3/4. High drama. Tumakbo ka ng 3/4 pababa.
Ano yung takbo ng 3/4?
Side. Side.
Hindi yung frontal.
Hindi mo ka mag-frontal kasi everything is jiggling. So,
ngayon,
pumunta ka ng
bago
ganyan.
yun, tumakbo ka ng 3/4.
So, yun. Si
So,
Boyet
nakuha
naman,
niya. Oo.
may eksena siya with the sun. No? Siyempre, grabe. Boyet de Leon.
Oo. Dramatic actor.
Dramatic actor, multi-awarded. Sabi ko, anong gagawin ko dito? Ganyan, ganyan. So, take. Siya mismo, hindi niya nararamdaman hindi niya nararamdaman yung ginagawa niya.
What do you mean hindi niya nararamdaman ang ginagawa niya?
Kasi pag tinanong niya ako direct, is that okay? Nakaganyan. Hindi ko matago hindi ko matago.
Parang yung plakado na, parang gano'n yung acting niya. Is that what you're saying?
Oo. Tapos sabi ko, maybe we can do a take. Naka 13 takes na.
13?
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, 7 takes na. So, may frustration na sa artista, di ba? Tapos sabi ko, can we take a break? Tapos after noon, sabi ko, Olive, again, yung lesson mo in humility.
Yeah.
So, umupo ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, Boyet, sabi ko gano'n, sorry, sabi ko, but I feel so intimidated with you. And you're the country's top leading actor, multi-awarded. Sabi ko, ano gagawin ko? Sabi ko, hindi direct, hindi gano'n. Direct me. Yun. So, direct me. So, yun. From then on, yun na. Naging very, very good ang working relation.
That was a beautiful movie, di ba? Talagang grabe yung dalawang, yung chemistry. Doon ba yung nag-umpisa yung Boyet Sharon love team?
Hindi naman, meron.
Di ba? No, parang,
no. I think there was another movie. Pero that was the first kiss.
That was the first kiss. From Madrasta, bigla ka nag-shift sa Got to Believe. Rico yan, Claudine Barreto.
Yeah.
Di ba? Kasi yung mga dinirect mo, very dramatic di ba? Tapos ito ngayon, rom-com, tapos mga bata-bata, Rico yan, the late Rico yan, and Claudine Barreto. So, tapos ito also became a commercial success. Ano yung switch, di ba? Parang, paano mo kinabig yung sarili mo bilang isang dramatic na director, biglang light, romantic. What was the learning experience there?
Sige. To begin with, I was not the original director of Got to Believe. It was Lauren Jogi. But at that time, he was very busy with all the other stuff that he was doing for ABS-CBN as an executive producer and as a director. So yun. So, nung nag-resign siya, sabi niya, bago mag-umpisa, hindi ko po kaya, Tita Malu, Inang, hindi ko po kaya. Sa tingin na kami ni Malu, anong gagawin natin? So, ito na naman.
At that time, Rico yan, tsaka Claudine, sila yung the love team.
So, ito na naman si Malu Santos. Leb, take over. I can't Malu, ganito. Is that my genre? Blah, blah, blah. But I remember, one of my favorite movies in Hollywood was The Truth About Spring and It Happened One Night by Frank Capra. Yun ang pinakauna kong napanood na romantic, na rom-com.
Rom-com,
It Happened One Night. So, siguro, yun rin ang naging basis ko ng rom-com.
Rom-com,
And sabi ko, sige Malu, kasi wala.
Yeah, take on the challenge.
Alam mo, pag director ka, you can just refuse. Pero pag kasama ka, di ba?
Ikaw yung head noon ng creative team.
Pag corporate, kailangan mo na namang i-deliver. So sabi ko, okay, sige. It's different when I'm reading it as creative head.
Yeah.
It's when you assess,
when you
ganyan,
read it
evaluate,
script,
iba. Di ba? At saka, ang tumitimon may ibang director. So, yung vision niya ang nasusunod. So, nung ako na ang director, nabura yung script.
Pinalitan mo ulit.
Pero napakaganda kasi ng vision at saka kwento ni Mia Concho, which I wanted to retain. But I wanted to push the comedy. Sabi ko, sige nga, I'm going to challenge myself. Ayun. So ganun. Tapos, I had to talk to Claudine kasi sabi ko sa kanya, anak, babarubalin kita dito, ha? But I want you to be different. Ako kasi ganun na-excite ako at na-challenge ako kapag I can do something different with this with a co-worker.
Yeah.
So with an actor, with an actress. Si Claudine, ganun. I give you my full trust, Inang. And that's it. That's it.
Si Rico, hindi ka ba, I mean, of course, what happened to him is very tragic, no? But at the time, did he have the makings already of a good actor? Or was he parang, it was really more the love team? The youthful na, yung match na, di ba? Kasi yung mga kilig-kilig, at the time sila nga yung magka-pair, di ba? Tapos in True Life also, real and real couple sila. How about Rico yan? As an actor, how was he then?
There was a great chemistry between the two kasi sila off-screen
Partners,
partners. But at that time, hiwalay na sila or on and off. Hirap na hirap kami. But that was one of the movies that I did na sobrang saya kami. Every time we get together sa set, sobrang saya. Pero pag wala, nag-aaway sila, ang dami na naman pack up. So yun. So si Rico, ano naman I think siguro depende, may takot sila sa direktor. Yun. So yun, parang they had to be disciplined. They had to, ako kasi parang you need to know your character.
Yeah.
So, may assignment akong ipapagawa sa'yo, sabay nating aaralin yung character, I need you to give your inputs. Otherwise, ang feeling ko, kung wala kang input, cardboard tayo.
Correct. But yung mga stories mo, Inang, yung mga movies na dinirect mo, parang lahat sila, yung nakikita kong common factor, the women are strong in their way, in their own ways, no? Either quietly or, very expressive. Was there a deliberate or was there an intention to show the strength of a woman because you're a woman? Did you want to show an empowered woman in all your films na you don't want them to be cast as weak and second-class citizen? Meron bang conscious effort to uplift the women?
Ako, Patty, to be honest, wala. But I think it's inevitable. Inevitable na maging everything that you said. Kasi babae ako. I have the heart of a woman storyteller. And
gusto mo talaga ipakita?
Hindi, matapang ako. I'm a very strong woman.
Strong-willed.
Strong-willed, yun. Hindi ba kasi ang mga pelikula ko really nasa always very intense, parang intense probing of emotional truths.
Yan dramatic drama.
So, I'm very interested why a character would do this. And I will journey with the character and then try to understand bakit nangyari ito. So yun. So, I think parang, and me being a woman, syempre, kamado ko, di ba, kung ano ang babae. Kung ano ang babae, how we think, how we feel, yun, how we evolve. So, parang kasama na yun. Yun. But at the same time, I never sidelined the men. My male characters. No. Pag sinasabi nga nila, yung mga ganyan-ganyan, puro babae. Happy ko, no, I beg to disagree. Sabi ko, I never sideline my male characters because it's a love story. If it's a love story, then it's the journey of the two characters. So whatever depth that na mararamdaman mo sa babaeng character, ganun din sa lalaking character.
Very realistic, no?
Yes.
Pero direct, Inang, yung pagka-director mo, bago ikaw, meron talagang mga babaeng director na nagtatak na ng kanilang marka. Marilu Diaz-Abaya, sabi mo nga, your mentor si Loris Guillen, and you were considered as the deal breaker. Sabi nila, you opened the new door for the new generation. So, what do you think is your most significant contribution for this widespread acceptance of women directors dito sa Pilipinas? Di ba? Kasi talaga sabi nga natin, yung mga kalalakihan dati, in the 70s, 80s, then at least in the 90s, nag-umpisa na sina Marilu Diaz. Ikaw, pagdating ng 2000, nandito ka na.
Siguro, I would say it's a way of giving back. As I've mentioned earlier, Direk Loris was the one who opened the door for me to write.
Yeah.
And then, when I started directing, si Malu sought the help of Direk Marilu Diaz-Abaya. I never knew her, I never met her, but she accommodated me. At tinuruan niya ako for 1 or 2 days what directing was. Wala akong alam.
So she mentored you?
Yeah, she mentored me as sa film. Yun.
Sa film.
And then, kaming dalawa ni Rory. In fact, she was the one who told Rory, you be her AD. You support Olive. You be her AD. At that time, Rory was already doing directing for Maalaala Mo. Kaya, so yun. So dahil doon, and of course, the big fact that I'm a woman and I'm head of creative that needs to build our own pool of creatives, ang daming babae.
Oo nga eh. Tapos after ito nga after your bout with directing, may new new breed of directors, female directors, 'di ba? Sumunod na diyan si Direk Rory Quintos, Cathy Molina, tapos sina May Cruz. So nakikita mo talaga yung transition na talaga na nagiging acceptable na yung mga babaeng Joyce Bernal pa. So yun rin, ikaw ba nagbibigay ka rin, do you also mentor, do you also teach?
Of course.
Oo.
As head. Everything that I know as a as a filmmaker, everything that I know as a scriptwriter, we would, yung una sa MMK, I would always revise the scripts for Rory. Yun. So marami sa Star Cinema that I would revise.
Yes.
Yan, for them. Yun, from MMK materials to Anak, to basta ganon. So we would sit down and share and collaborate. Kung ikaw yung director dito, etc. etc. So, yun. Nagkataon kasi, ang ganda rin kasing mag-love story ng babae. Yun. So that's one.
Mas may lambing, mas may finesse, ganun ba? Ano yung
siguro
difference?
nauso siguro yung talagang, women empowerment. Yan, women empowerment. So, ang ganda rin na babae ang director. Kasi, parang at that time we were thinking, parang kayang lumalim.
Parang mas may hugot, ganun ba yon?
To delve deeper in the psyche of women.
Inang, from creative head, naging managing director ka rin ng Star Cinema kasi nag-retire na si Malu Santos. How was that as managing director, overseeing everything, all the projects of Star Cinema, hindi lang creative, ang papakialaman mo, buo na, budget, box office, casting.
Lahat pa. Wala naman masyadong ipinagkaiba. Kasi Malu and I would always work hand in hand.
Tandem talaga kayo.
Tandem kami talaga sa Star Cinema and all the teleseries under Star Creatives at that time. So yun, but iba pa rin yung wala na siya. Yun.
Wala na yung parang partner mo, diba? Sparring partner mo.
Tapos, okay naman. At that time, ang pinaka, I think, I only headed Star Cinema as managing director for 3 years, no? And then, at that time, I think my biggest achievement for Star Cinema was the opening of Black Sheep.
The other, yung parang mga pang-indie film, smaller pictures. Kasi
more
Star Cinema,
edgy. Kasi, ang fulfilling nun kasi, parang it paved the way to new voices. Yan ang new voices coming from new filmmakers. Yon for Black Sheep.
So,
yon. And then we had great hits, no? Yung maraming firsts at that time, yung Hello Love Again.
Hello Love Again ni
I'm sorry, Hello Love Goodbye. Ni Alden at ni Catherine.
Yes.
So yung
Black Sheep yon?
No, that was Star Cinema, but that was the first. Yun. So parang
kasi from GMA tapos ABS, yung collaboration.
Parang ang tagal, parang to convince Catherine to do it. Yun. So parang ganyan. But I only did 3 years because I got sick. Yun. Pero yung other year, yung other nag-pandemic. Yun. So kasi 18 ako 18, 19. So tragic siya sa akin kasi grabe, nagpandemya. So yung main source of income namin, which was the theaters. No? Wala, nagsara. Diba? And then that was also the time when nawala ang franchise ng ABS-CBN. So
2020.
It was such a tumultuous, grabe ang turmoil, grabe yung emotional ganyan, that I think it took its toll on my health.
On your health.
So I had to retire 2 years ahead of my retirement age.
Speaking of Black Sheep, sabi mo nga that was for edgy films, diba, that you wanted, and more, kumbaga low budget eh. Kasi Star Cinema, pag sabi mo Star Cinema, millions and millions talaga ang alam natin na binubuhos dyan. And then, so because of Black Sheep, there's a new breed of female directors, diba, na biglang nandito na sila, the likes of Ray Red, Dwayne Baltasar, Sigrid Bernardo, tapos syempre may Antoinette Hadaone pa dyan. Ano bang masasabi mong yung ano nila ngayon, yung work nila compared to the work of your generation, if you can call it that? Kumbaga may generation gap na ba masasabi natin? 25 years after, 20 years after, ano yung difference nitong mga bagong breed ng female directors?
Kasi diba sinasabi nga nila, ang pelikula is a reflection of who you are. So if we're saying, of the times, so if we're saying that it's a reflection of who I am in my generation, definitely, they will be reflections of who they are as millennials, as Gen Z. So yun. So, I'm not familiar with the works of some of the directors that you mentioned, pero yung iba, fan ako.
Oo, like?
Fan ako ni Tonette Hadaone.
Oo.
Alam mo, when I saw her first movie, ito yung Lydia Contapay.
Okay.
Which she did for, ano nga yung ano natin? For Cinema One.
Cinema One, okay.
Cinema One Originals. Sabi ko, my God, ang galing ng batang to. And when I saw her in person, sabi ko, I'm a fan.
Maliit na bata.
Oo, I'm a fan, Tonette. Ang ganda. I liked her voice. Yun. And then, of course, after that, she did love stories, ganyan. Meron kasi siyang parang bittersweet, kind of edgy, feel na tone, no? Na very modern love, ganon, very modern characters, yon. Pero, and that's something that I like. And then, in some of the movies, when she was working with us in Black Sheep, yon, she was also naman open to accommodate our comments and to accommodate our efforts to merge. Diba? Parang, this
walang
is
resistance.
Okay naman. Okay siya. And then, kasi syempre meron, which I also like. Ako gusto kasi yung may laban ka. You're fighting for what you believe in. But at the same time, you're also open to listen to how we feel. Kasi kami, hindi naman kami executives eh. Kami ang una mong audience. Yun. But there would always be a struggle because I'm a director.
Okay.
And I never want you as a director to feel that I am imposing myself on you. Diba? As a director, yung aking directing style. So yun, because I want to honor and respect your voice. So yun, so, and di ba yung kay Enrique Hill and
Liza
Soberano. So yun, and that was a big hit. Yun, for Black Sheep. So it's kind of edgy, kakaiba yung character, pero nakapag-connect ang maraming tao.
Bago na rin yung audience yata, no? Ibang-iba na rin yung audience.
Sa amin naman kasi parang sa Star Cinema and Black Sheep, but we had to honor Black Sheep kasi iba ang tono mo, iba ang voice mo. That's your brand. Yun. And then Dwayne Baltasar, tuwan-tuwa ako sa batang yan kasi galing na galing. Gandang-ganda ako sa Oda sa Wala, which we did also, which we got for Black Sheep, no? Which also toured the rounds of parang international award-giving award. So yun. So, or international festivals. So yun. So,
and then there's also si Irene, di ba?
And then Irene Villamor. Si Irene, ang style niya kasi mas lyrical, but really, there's so much sincerity in the characters. So yun, which I really, really like. Yun, pag nanonood ako ng Irene Villamor movie, parang nagbabasa ako ng libro. Parang ang libro ay nag-o-open sa aking...
very lyrical?
Kind of lyrical, poetic, but very, very deep. I like her philosophies.
Yung mga female directors ngayon, ano yung sa tingin mo yung magiging future nila? Mas magiging ano ba tayo ngayon, yung mga female directors, mas magiging, sabi mo nga, edgy, mas magiging palaban? Ano yung nakikita mong trend?
Mas magiging sila.
Which is authentic, raw, ano ba yun? Unfiltered. Yan ba, di ba yun ang mga buzzwords ngayon?
But I'm hoping, which I'm always sharing with them as head of Star, as head of creative, ano ang values?
Correct.
Huwag mo kalimutan yun. What will resonate and connect with the audience in terms of values? Yun. Kasi hindi naman po pwedeng, ganun lang ba? Dark lang ba ang character mo? Pero ano ang journey?
At the end of the movie or of the film, dapat may moral value pa rin. May take away. That's what you want pa rin to impart to them.
Otherwise, kasi di ba, iba-iba eh. As you said earlier, di ba, Regal Films is known for this. Viva is known for this. Ano ba ang Star? Di ba? Ang Star, as we always say, di ba, parang we touch lives, we touch hearts with our stories. So, and with that, we connect. So with that, pag nag-touch ka ng puso, pag nag-touch ka ng buhay, ano yun? May takeaway sila.
Dapat. Yung pag-alis nila, parang, okay.
Ano ang natutunan nila? Ano ang
family
mensahe?
values.
Ano ang mensahe ng pelikula na nakatouch sa kanila? You know, I feel so much for the filmmakers today. May they be men, women. Kasi, because of what happened, di ba? Prior to the pandemic, there was already a parang declining audience.
The audience,
sa ano.
Yun ang sad state.
So, and the pandemic made it worse. Meron tayong konting angat ngayon, pero ang naging result kasi is, I think it's more difficult to make movies now.
So, daming challenges,
ang daming challenges.
Ang taas ng ticket, di ba?
Ako lang, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Find ways and means to tell your stories. And this I tell to the female directors. Find ways and means to tell your stories. And if you want to become a director, I'm always asked that question. Do it. You have tools. Simulan mong aralin. You have your cell phones, which is a tool. Make pictures, do videos, but always with a narrative. Mag-aral ka kung paano mag-script, kung paano magsulat. Kasi ako, sa experience ko, ang ganda bilang director, isa ka ding manunulat. Yun. And then,
tinata-translate mo yung sinulat mo sa sa actual di ba?
And then, define. Sino ang gusto mong i-serve? Yourself? Kasi it's not bad, If you want to be artistic, an artist, di ba? Then yun. Be authentic. Do you want to serve an audience? Then, merong mga tinatawag na, okay, ito yung sistema. Ito yung mga dapat when you're trying to serve a small audience to a large audience. So yun. And at the end, my advice is that, kung passion mo siya, gusto mong maging director isang araw, sobra mong gustuhin. Talagang mamatay ka na sa pagkagusto. Because it's difficult. Just love it enough. Fight for it so hard until you get it. Until you make it.
Would you say, Direk, that you got it? Na you've already reached the point wherein you can say, I'm done. I've did already all my dream projects. Or is there still a dream project that you'd like to do?
Hindi ko kasi masabi because, we never stop learning. Every project, you learn so much. Every project allows you to grow as a person and as a filmmaker. So I cannot say I've stopped. In fact, I'm looking forward to doing movies. I've retired from the corporate, but I have not retired from directing. Filmmaking. So, yun.
So, meron pa. May chance pa na you can make a comeback. You'll do a comeback with your opus. Is it something that we should be looking forward to very soon? Di ba?
Yeah, ako, I'm praying for it. So, yun. So,
may naisip ka bang mga elements? It has to be kumbaga a drama, movie, or is it supposed to be, let's say, biopic, or rom-com?
Wala akong ganyan. Palagi lang, when a material is given or we brainstorm, what is critical to me is, ano ang mensahe ng pelikula? Ano ang gusto nating sabihin with this film or with this project? Yun, tsaka ko lang tatanggapin. It's not the actors, more than the actors, it's the material. What do we want to say? If I feel that makakapag-connect ang pelikulang ito sa mga manonood, yun. So, kaya sinasabi ko, define. Diba? Pag naging director ka, define mo. Kasi if you want to service a large audience, may protocols, may sinusundan ka.
Yung parang yung mga formula para maging box office hit.
But do not lose your voice. Do not lose your distinctness. Di ba? Meron kang sarili. Yun. I always say this, Patpit, pag tinatanong ako, meron kasi mga gifted. Merong, hindi ko masasabing, pag hindi ka gifted, hindi ka na pwede mag-direct. No. Pwede ka mag-direct. Hard work. Aralin mo. Yun. Pero meron kasing mga talagang may gift. May gift of telling stories.
Yung mata,
visual storytelling, gano'n. Meron talaga.
How beautiful, Inang. Talagang people, those who you mentored should really be happy that you have a very generous heart, a big heart, selfless love, 'di ba? Talaga parang and yun ang talaga mapapass on mo to the next generations of filmmakers, directors and writers. From a production assistant to a director to a creative head shaping the biggest titles in Filipino cinema, Direk Olive Lamasan is proof that growth is rooted in passion, purpose, and perseverance. Stay seated for the next episode where we continue to shine the spotlight on the minds that move Philippine cinema forward. I am Pat Pidaza, and this has been Behind the Reel.
No matter your preparation, sometimes mali ka.
Hindi pa commercial ako, pero natalo ako sa bidding.
Why acting? Why not?
Yung sabi ko na, what makes it timeless kaya?
Kung alam lang namin, di kami kami na yung producer sana, di ba?
Magaling na talaga kayo magsulat noon pa.
Feeling ko lang. Marunong ako magsulat.
Baka maging masamang tao ako. Ayaw maging masamang tao.
How much does it usually
How much
cost?
do you want to spend?
Ang daming problema ang binabato sa amin na hindi namin problema.
Huwag kayo iiyak! Kaya natin to!
Bakit ang daming barriers? Who's causing the barriers? It's the men.
Do not lose your voice. Do not lose your distinctness.